Hi, welcome again. So in the previous video, we understood what is data flow analysis, the study of variables inside a program. That's what is called data flow analysis. And we tried to understand how to find data flow anomalies as well as data flow faults inside a source code. So now let us use that knowledge and do few exercises here. So on your screen, you have a 19-line source code, simple source code, almost the same source code that we used earlier. We are using it here. So here our focus is not on the control flow right now. Our focus is on the variables and how they are being defined, used, killed inside the program. Are they following the right kind of mechanism or not? So now, which are the variables here? Here the message 1, the first line, message 2, message 3 are variables and they are being assigned a string value there. Now let us look at the program. What is happening to message 1? So in the line number 9, message 1 is being used. On the line number 1 it is being defined, and now in the line number 9 it is being used, and in line number 11 the message 2 is being used. It was defined in line number 2. And similarly, message 3 has been defined at 3 and being used at line number 15. So now let us look at what is happening at the line number 17. For a particular situation, we are printing message 4. Has it been defined? No. So that is a data flow problem. Message 4 is being used without first being defined. That is a problem. It can be erroneous. So it is like without D, it is being used and then killed. That is not a valid kind of path. So that is why that is the problem. Now let us look at another example. Now we have on your screen, you have 14 lines of source code calculating some tax to pay. Okay. So now let us look at the variables on this code. So what are the variables? Income is a variable. It is being defined in the first line, and read expenses. Expenses is a second variable. Again, it is being defined. If you look at net income, again on the line number 3, it is being defined and income and expenses are being used. Okay. Then net income in the while loop, that is defined on the line number 3. In the line number 4, it is being used. So far, it's fine. They are being defined and then used. But we have to analyze throughout the path of the logic how they are being done. Now, if you look at within the next variable is tax to pay. Has tax to pay been defined? How it is being defined? Tax to pay is equal to tax to pay plus some formula there. So here, after the equal to, the tax to pay is being used even before being defined. So that is a flaw. So tax to pay is being used without first being defined. That is wrong data flow design. So that is the problem in this place. So let us move to the next example. Okay. So let's again, the simple logic we have taken, and the source code is 17 lines on your screen now. Now here, if you look at what are the variables, there is a variable called write. It has been defined in the first line. Then in the second line, another variable called number of questions is being defined. And then a for loop started where we are telling for j equal to 1 to number of questions. Already number of questions have been defined in second statement, and third statement it is being used. And then inside that, if you are telling if question j equal to answer j. What is question j? That is a variable. Answer j is another variable. But have we defined it before? Here in the if statement we are using them. But did we define them earlier? No. Again, that is a problem with the data flow of this program. The question and answer are being used without first being defined. That is a problem. Now let us look at other variable. That is, there is a variable called grade. That is on the line number 10 and that is being again defined, all the places that is being defined. Grade is equal to distinction means the grade is being defined, a value is being put there, and is in the else if loop, again grade equal to pass. So what is happening here? Grade is being defined, but has it been used anywhere? Has it been used to print something or do something else? So only the variable has been defined but not being used. That is again another data flow anomaly. So these are the potential problems you have to find by carefully analyzing the variables inside your program and look for potential wrong paths or wrong pairs of define, usage, kill situation. Then last example let us take now. There is a 22 line source code there, which source code you have already seen it. So here what are the variables? There is a variable called result, there is a variable called name, there is a variable called age, and also towards the end we have another variable. Here if you look at result, let us look at name, age, they have been defined and then they have been used, again used and defined, all the proper sequence is happening. But if you look at the first variable result equal to 0, has it been used anywhere? Only it has been defined in the line number 1. But if you look at all the 22 lines, the result has never been used, only it has been defined but not used. So is it really needed variable there? So that is what we call data flow anomaly. Result is being defined but not used. Now if you look at line 17, what is happening? The years has not been defined in any place. But what is the first time it is being defined, but it is defined using years equal to years plus 1, means first it is being used after the equal to statement and then being defined. So that is again a wrong way of doing it. So years is being used without first being defined. These are the potential problems. Now onwards, whenever you look at source code, keep looking at variables and keep observing the DU paths and how are they being used within the execution cycle of the program. And if you find problems, talk to your developers and show your knowledge on this. That will help you to become a good professional test engineer. Hope you have understood the data flow analysis and how to perform data flow analysis. And if you have any questions, please post them in the discussion forums and I will be answering. And also there is a lot of material written for you and put on your platform. So please read it and also take the quiz and check your understanding. Hope you have enjoyed. Thank you very much. Learn and have fun.